Now, the first thing is, on you as a person, inflation erodes the purchasing power of your money. In Nigerian context, inflation erodes the purchasing power of your naira. Now, inflation has a very, very, very serious effect on the poor people when you compare it with the effect on the rich people. The poor person feeds from hand to mouth. He collects his salary or whatever you call it, and then tries to use it to take care of immediate needs. If he gets to the market today and the cup of gari is 100 naira, I'm using any figure, and the next day he goes and it's now 150, he didn't bargain for that. His salary is not increasing at the same rate. His means of income had not adjusted. It means that it is eroding the power that he had to buy with things. That is the major effect of inflation on the poor person. Inflation is not a good omen when the poor are involved. But of course, to the rich also, there is effect. But this time around, the poor is our interest, and we're interested in that. Now, what is the effect of inflation on your investment? That's the next thing to note. Inflation also erodes investment on the average, but depending on the kind of investment you're involved in. If it is cash you left in the bank, inflation surely depletes the value. When you put 1,000 naira in the savings account and they are paying you 4.2%, and inflation is 19 point something percent, you didn't save. You didn't save. You may think you have saved. You did not save. In the actual sense, the erosion of the value of the money you have put in the bank is enormous. The gap is as big as 19 point something and 4 point something. You are losing about 15% of the value of that your investment. I mean cash. Now, if you happen to invest in bonds, which have higher yields than savings account, you also lost, but comparatively you are better off, because this bond rate presently in Nigeria is higher than the savings account rate. Now, if you have invested in shares, you are also better off than the one who had left his money in the bank, because shares have a way of factoring in the effect of inflation in the economy. It has been proven over 30 years, even running, that the value appreciation in the value of shares, when you add dividend to it and capital appreciation, outperforms inflation in any economy. That's why we recommend shares as a first port. If you have invested in real estate or real asset, whichever name you call it, you also will be better off than one who had left cash. Because if you have left your money in building, if you have left your money in house, I mean property, the effect of this will be factored in. Those that are living in rented apartment will soon hear from their landlords, and things will increase. And the landlord is the one smiling to the bank. So real estate bonds outperform cash. Shares outperform cash in a time like this. That's why we emphasize the fact that the poor person is the one who feels it more. The poor hardly have a house of his own. He may be living on a rented apartment. He doesn't have other means of income. He could be salary earning. So the effect is more on him. But if you have investments in other things other than cash, the chances of you overcoming the period is very high. So that's the essence of this teaching today. It's supposed to be direct. We would explore other aspects because this topic is just unfolding, it's just breaking, and we'll continue to teach different aspects of this.